today. Just freaking let it out. I will maybe touch on a couple of personal questions because I've been studying some of your past interviews, and I'm not going to touch on different things.
Whatever you want to do, man.
All right, brother. Here we go. What's up, everybody? I am Mr. Satter, and I have Justyn here in the house. What's up, Justyn?
Hey, hey, how's it going, man? Thank you.
Now, thank you, dude, for hanging out with me today on a Sunday. Let's jump right into it, brother. You have a fight coming up.
Oh yeah.
So when did you find out about this fight? And could you just fill me in real quick on how you even know when you get fights? I mean, I'm assuming you have a manager or something like that.
Yeah, so I have managed by Storm Athlete Management over there, and then also doing the management side of it. So anyone interested in the Midwest, hit me up. Um yeah, so I found out what, like a week ago. I've been telling Brandon, I call it our Monday check-in, because I'm like, hey dude, what's up? What's shit looking like? Like, just blowing phones up. And so he said, hey, we might have one for you. And he said, Russo. Well, Russo just fought Streets managed by us also. And man, I don't know. You come with that kind of fucking energy, I want to fight. And he
Yeah.
was like, Russo. And I'm like, fuck. Like at 35, like, well, I mean, I guess I'll keep lifting, because to cut to 25, I quit lifting.
Yeah.
Um, oh yeah, just turn the cardio up. And he's like, no, dude, it's at 25.
Mm,
Well, when I first got into it, Russo was ranked at 25, so I'm excited, dude. But I found out, I guess by the time I found out to fight day, it'd be 6.5, almost 7 weeks, which is like I'm I'm fucking stoked about.
yeah.
I feel like that's more than enough. Like, thank you. Nate Shook. This Hollywood card's gonna be insane.
Oh yeah. So it's stacked, bro. It's stacked. I'm freaking pumped,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Yeah. And then, like, oh, fuck, it's going to be dope. Because then you got Strode coming out of the Midwest down
Yep.
too. Or just, Midwest is about to show out down in Florida.
Yeah, Strode. What do you think of Strode's fight with G?
It's going to be a dogfight.
Right? Yeah.
Strode, the G's like, I've had some crazy shit happen. I feel like just off the wall, at the bell, whatever the fuck you want to call all of everything. Shenanigans is what we call
Yeah.
it. Um, G's had like a career of shenanigans.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
uh,
With him getting hurt in the hall fight, Caprio, that was about to be a dog fight, and Caprio hurts his shoulder by like a freak you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
just shenanigans. And I don't know. I went to Denver to watch Strode and Chansey fight, and like, Strode's a dog. Strode's
Yeah.
a dog. G hasn't made 25 yet, so is he gonna make the weight? And
I, I
and
think he
then
might. I think he might. It just it's
that's
gonna
the
be a different
big two
experience.
questions. A, is G gonna make that fucking weight?
Yeah.
And how's he gonna perform when he makes that weight? Because
Exactly.
25, I'm not that tall, and 25's a bitch.
Yeah. Is it?
Like,
Do you find it hard to cut weight? How does your body react to gaining or cutting weight? Because you're a power lifter as well, right?
I'm
I
a
believe.
Yeah, I'm a coach through Conjugate Tactical West Side Barbells stuff. Um, the smart people, at least they're
Yeah.
building some hard motherfuckers. Um, but I shoot, just the way they're programming it on the tactical side of things, as they call it, or the functional. I'm shoot. I quit my heavy lifting next week, 4 weeks out. I will completely. I'll go down to 3 days a week lifting, then 2 days a week, just because that's part I just like for me,
Yeah.
you know. And yeah, I'm pretty much no more heavy shit here soon, because it flies off for the most part. I mean, I feel like I got my diet right and all that stuff from wrestling cutting, so that's kind of been an easy thing. But the last, 4 pounds is just, it sucks. Awesomely shitty.
Have you ever cut weight to the point? I've seen these clips of these UFC fighters who are cutting drastic amounts of weight, and they're hurting, they're suffering. Have you ever had to? Have you ever gone to the extremes to cut weight?
Uh, I mean, extremes. I feel like, yeah, we get pretty rough.
Yeah.
You know, we got. I'm not allowed to drive myself to weigh-ins, to say the
What?
least. You know,
Is that a
weigh-in,
rule?
like weigh-in morning.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I wake up and start my weight cut. Like, I'm driven to the gym. I'm not driving. I'm fucking. It's rough, but yeah. And then high school was a few pretty rough cuts, but that's high school wrestling in Kansas, and part of the culture.
Um, with your opponent Matt Russo, dude, have you seen any of his fight footage?
Yeah, I was there for his fight with his debut with Lowry.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh, I saw that one in person. I saw his fight with the other dude, and yeah, I saw him fight Street.
What do you
Um,
think? What are your thoughts on his fighting style? Or a better question, what are your thoughts on his fighting style? And not I'm not questioning you, but what do you think about your matchup with him?
oh, I couldn't ask for a better matchup at 25.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that matchup at 25. I mean, he stands and bangs, but he weighed in at 27.6 against Russo.
yeah.
Like, I might be short, but I'm not a little fucking dude. And like for his style, he said it in an interview. I think a buddy of mine showed me it, like a bull. Like, he's down to stand and trade, which I'm fucking pumped about, because please party with me right on the inside, because my short ass will eat you up,
Yeah.
you know? Um, I think I couldn't ask for a better matchup at 25. It's like, make fucking weight and then let's get down. I have no doubt it's going to be a fucking show. I have no doubt it's, it's going to be a fucking war. And I don't think either way, one of us is going out at 2, 3 rounds.
Mhm.
You know, like as stacked as the card is, I'm curious to see where we end up on the card, but we're going to set a bar for a fucking scrap because I'm coming to kill that motherfucker.
I like your attitude, dude.
You know?
I've caught your interviews, Paul Pickett and this other guy.
Yeah.
Bro, you are very outspoken, man. You don't censor yourself. You put it out there the way it is, the way you feel
Well,
it is.
you
Um,
know,
you you also I've noticed that I think you said it in an interview. Once that paper is signed, once that contract is signed, there's no what's up. There's no friendly banter back and forth. It's
no.
freaking I'm seeing red,
Like,
bro. What is the drive
yeah,
behind that?
like, I don't fucking know. Maybe it was shit. I was at Goddard High School Wrestling. Look them up. They're still performing at like a national level in the top five. And I moved here from Florida, got thrown into that wrestling room in seventh grade when all these kids started in 4 years old. And we tell the kids in the room, like, you're going to be the fucking nail for a little bit before you get to be the hammer.
That's right.
And I think I give a lot of that credit to that Goddard wrestling room. Uh, as soon as we're good, you better be doing the right thing, because Coach Means will crush your soul at practice. But at the same time, when it was time to turn it on, we were turning it on. Like,
That's right.
I tell everyone, the last thing I want is to be on someone else's highlight reel the next morning.
Yeah, right.
It's like freaking Daniel Alvarez said it in an interview. Like, because that's what it is. You know what I mean? Let's be real. We're both leaving it all fucking out there because one of us is gonna be seriously fucked up.
Yep, that's right. Um,
Yeah.
oh man, here we go. He'll probably jump right back in. He'll probably jump right back in. It's okay. I gotta take a break anyways. get him back real quick. I'm glad that happened. I get to use the freaking restroom. Rarely happens. Let's see what he says. What's up, buddy?
Dude, sorry, this freaking it is a hot out here today. Like the phone is not having it.
It's cool,
Um,
dude. It
but
was a perfect
yeah.
break because I need to use the freaking restroom anyway, so I cut out.
Oh fuck yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
Um, but yeah, between that Goddard Wrestling Room and then shoot went right into the 173rd Airborne, which is just a hard ass unit, and
We're
right
gonna touch on
into
that. Yeah, we're gonna touch on that. I like that.
and and then freaking right after that, I was getting ready to get out, and then I got into being attached to a fifth Special Forces group with those dogs, and at the end of the day, it was a whole lot of I was either gonna rise to the occasion and be ready to fucking go because it's not like I volunteered at 17 to go and like throw it all out there. You know what I mean? Like, I usually get my thrill off jumping out of airplanes and shooting fucking 50 cows. It's
Uh,
like, uh, fuck, we can. I'm ready to die in there. I'm ready to kill in there. Like it's fucking game time.
So I guess you could say that it's your experiences that dog in you that makes you, for a lack of a professional word, a cocky fighter. I don't mean that in a
Uh,
negative way. It's
no,
just
like I
you're,
think, and
you're sure of
yeah,
yourself.
dude. If you're doing this, like everyone in here that's getting into that circle, no matter who the fuck they are, like yeah, they better think they're fucking the hardest motherfucker as soon as that contract signed,
That's right.
because shit, like Daniel Alvarez said in an interview, it's gonna get exposed.
Yeah.
Like Rambo put up a fucking clip, and really I wasn't about to be talking much shit, and then this dude posts a fucking video at a tire shop. Like, do you think I'm scared of you, motherfucker? Like, this is this is controlled to compare to like, come on, man.
Yeah, I
Like we're
get
gonna
it.
get fucking down if he wants to make it like that, you know. Shout out
There's
U.S. Marshal Service doing our
Shout out.
country good down there.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
Uh,
guys.
there is
Clean shit out.
I've said this plenty of times. I said in the last interview. I said it with somebody who interviewed me yesterday as well. Actually, let me touch on that. So yesterday, somebody interviewed me and was asking me what makes a BKFC fighter great and stand out compared to other combat sports. And my answer was straight. It was you have to have balls and a heart. And then he was questioning me, like giving me some test questions, like who quoted this, who quoted that. And I guess I don't know if it's Joe Rogan who said it because he kind of stumped me on that one, but he says the truth will always come out in the ring. A lot of fighters, especially fighters who have a debut, they go in there, they get touched up once, and they're like, "No, this is not something I'm having. I'm gonna quit." It takes a lot of guts, a lot of
Oh,
balls and heart to be a BKFC fighter.
oh
You
yeah. Then it's
agree?
oh yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Prince and Zay had fight of the night when they fought. I touched Prince twice and put him up against the fucking ropes, and he wanted to, I don't know, cry. Like I don't. It's just at the end of the day, yeah. This is a platform. It is growing and growing and growing, and fucking. There's a lot of people, yeah, they're just trying to get behind some
Hmm.
clout and bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see me going off on people when it's face off time or any of that. But you asked me, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. I don't need to put on a show at face offs. It's like it's that fucking simple.
um, you had a fight with Mike Hansen that didn't come through, and you
Yeah.
commented on one of my posts
Yeah.
interview. What's going on? Is that something that you that
Man,
you would like to run it back, or because I mean,
I,
you guys are all I think on the BKFC website, you guys for the most part are not highly ranked. So you
no,
guys are
I'm
all fighting to the T to get up into the ranks. Is that
well at
something
the
that you?
end of the day, yeah, well, we can talk all that because, um, yeah, he fought. He's not near the top five. He what knocked out Carey, who dropped him, and we saw how Carey is out inside of there. I've been asking for Carey for a while, and they won't give him to me, just so I can expose his ass.
There you go,
And
brother.
then, and then at the end of the freaking day, you got he beat Yost after he got dropped, and credit where credit's due, Yost put on a show when he fought
Yeah.
Chachi. You
Oh
know what
yeah.
I mean? I think, yeah, the dude's, you saw his past record. I think, yeah, the dude got fucking two lucky W's and thinks he's all he was about to fight me in Cali,
Hmm.
and then I don't know, I guess he had a suspension or whatever happened, something happened. Prince tried to come and yeah. But at the end of the day, like, don't be talking like you fucking beat up Carrie, okay? Watch Zay's gonna knock Carrie's ass out on fucking on the sixth.
I like it, dude. But would you run it? Would you just to get it another notch on your belt? Would you run it
I
back?
signed that contract to do it, but at the end of the day, like we have to think climbing the fucking
Growth.
ladder. You,
Yeah,
you
that's
know what
right.
I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna make a fucking statement on July 12th in Hollywood, and ideally that should put me somewhere because
Yeah.
I'm the website's wrong. I'm 2, 3, and 1, not 2 and 4.
Hmm.
But Ridge is 3 and 3. Chansey, I think, is 3 and 3. They're both in the top five.
Yep.
I fought Chansey as a debut. I fought Ridge my second fight on a week and a half, 2 weeks notice. Like I'm there, and I'm fucking Russo's in my way of there. So
Yeah, and I believe me, I become pretty good friends with a lot of people that I interview with, at least online. You guys are always on the East Coast or Midwest, so I never get to really hang out. But I'll be rooting for you, dude. It's very exciting
I
when I
appreciate
interview
it.
fighters who either had a fight and won. Even if they lost, I'll interview them because it
Yeah.
always comes down to the reason I do these interviews because it's not just a fight for me. Yeah, they can be dogs in the ring in the square
Yeah.
circle, but I like to know what they're all about outside the ring, get personal,
Mhm.
because that's how I
Oh
become
yeah.
a fan. The journey, bro, because we all have a journey. We're all getting somewhere, so it's good to understand the fighter's journey because
Mhm.
it's a good metaphor, I guess, for life, being a
Oh
fighter.
yeah.
Um, so you grew up military. You had military parents, right? Both were in the military, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how was it growing up as a? I guess there's a slang term, military brat.
Military. It
Yeah.
wasn't bad, man. Like
Okay, okay.
I freaking
You moved around a lot.
a bit. Yeah, but yeah, because I was born in Germany, and then we went to Fort Campbell, and then my mom got out there. My dad ended up getting out there, and uh, yeah, so then we moved to Kansas because Cessna aircraft, all that fun stuff. My dad was aviation, came out here for a little bit. And by the time we got to Kansas, I was out. But military parents, I mean, I don't know. My dad was went and got his master's while he was working, just getting after it for all of us. West Side Wichita's not cheap for Kansas. So yeah, that dude just busted his ass. My mom busted her ass, and me and my parents just, or me and my sister stayed in sports consistently because that was our outlet, our little like, you know what I mean? Moving around, you got to have fucking something. That's why I tell everyone, like, get
Your
your
mind busy.
kids, yeah, get your kids in something, you know? And yeah, I ended up getting into wrestling, loving it. And what was like, I'm not going to college. In high school, I just wanted to party my ass off.
Yeah. Yes,
I mean,
sir.
honestly,
Yes, sir.
uh, yeah, so fuck, I literally went to go talk to a Marine recruiter with a buddy. and I'm fifth generation Army. So my mom pulls me out of school one day and she's like, fuck no. You want to go do some dumb shit? Let's go talk to somebody. And I go in the Army recruiting office and talk to the recruiter. And he's like, what'd she say? He's not signing shit unless he has a clearance in his contract and airborne. I show him what his options are there. And that was con- shout out to the West Side Recruiting Station in Wichita. If y'all are in Wichita, Kansas, and want someone to go talk to a recruiter with you, hit me up. I'll go. Um, Best thing I've ever decided to do. But yeah, that recruiter, thank God, was like, hey, you have some college wrestling scholarships. You got the Army contract. Like, which one do you want to do? And I was like, I'm going to end up pissing away a scholarship.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Good. You know
so,
yourself. Good.
oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to tell anyone I'm perfect. When I
Yeah.
have my daughter, I fucking try to be.
Of course. Of
um,
course.
but yeah, ended up signing, going to airborne school and all that. But I feel like if anything, I knew with military parents like what was and was not okay.
Good.
Like,
That's what I was gonna ask.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
realistically, in high school, was it okay for me getting fucked up? No. But did my parents realize with like the atmosphere of I don't know being a '90s kid, if you want to fucking call it that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Justyn told us who he's riding with. We know he's not driving and his phone's on him. Okay, well fuck, I guess if he's going out tonight, it says they gave her they're as lenient as I thought parents should be. Was I allowed to go and just be fucking completely out of hand? No. Cause then I deal with my parents and my wrestling coach.
Good. Good. Yeah. A lot of people
um
back
oh yeah. Yeah,
watch.
thank God for the wrestling community out here because yeah, let me slip too much. Like, let me get in a fucking fight with someone because I was acting like an asshole and not because they started it or were fucking with my sister and it was my ass. But, was I allowed to stand up for my sister and fucking get after it because we moved around so much and everything else? Yeah. Yeah, just, I don't know. I guess it just made me a little bit more protective, if anything.
Would you say that your growing up military and then joining the military? Would you say, or what do you think? Do you think that your personality, the way you are, was a perfect fit for being joining the military? Like, I mean, I'm assuming you did
Oh,
great. You know, you
yeah,
were
120%. It's like I think Carl Jung talks about like everyone has that side, right? It's why they listen to the music they listen to. We watch what we want to fucking watch. Like, you know what I mean? And yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like people need to push it a little bit on like everyone needs to go to a fucking gym and, at least spar a little bit, even if it's a little light. But I feel like everyone needs to push it as far as a little bit of that goes. And yeah, like I'm going and fighting bare knuckle. Like I get to be dad, and then I get to go and freaking have at it.
yeah, you're a
Um,
warrior, dude, with the family. So you know,
it's-
you turn on the switch, you fight, and then you go back to being a family man, right? I'm assuming you have kids.
yeah, I have a 7-year-old daughter. Yeah.
Does she
Oh yeah.
train or anything like that? Do you push anything like that?
Oh, I don't push it. She actually just started bringing up. She was crushing gymnastics, and then
Nice, hell yeah,
broke her arm, and she's now all healed up doing cartwheels and stuff again. So she's ready to get back in gymnastics. But then she's like, I want to do kickboxing and jujitsu.
hell
I
yeah.
mean, she knows her jab, cross, hook, roll, cross, hook, cross pretty crispy. But yeah, she's wanting to get into it more. So we'll see. We'll see.
You know, it's funny because I think it was Lomachenko, the boxer. For I think I'm ignorant when it comes to boxing information, but I think he's a Ukrainian fighter. Maybe not.
Pretty
I might be.
sure it sounds
Yeah.
right.
And
Pretty
so when he grew up, he did a lot of gymnastics or ballet or some shit, something that
Yeah.
gave him a lot of rhythm. So that's why he's so smooth. You know, I think even in dancing, I saw a documentary, even in dancing class. I think it's great when fighters now have a strong history of not just like MMA, but like gymnastics, even
Yeah.
yoga, being able to stretch, because I feel like that plays a lot into a fight career.
Oh yeah.
Um, I think it'd be great. Hopefully, we get to see your kiddo. I mean, I don't, is that something that you would like
Oh.
to see your kiddo do in the future? Maybe fight or anything like that?
Oh, she's wanting to. So yeah, I mean, she's wanting to talk. She's talking. She wants to wrestle this year. So we'll get her in that novice wrestling stuff going on, and then
Good.
yeah, I mean, if she wants to do one of these smokers and kids are doing takedown submissions and body shots, like the last thing I'm gonna do with my daughter is not let her be exposed to those things. You know what I mean? If everyone has to have a little bit of their thrill, I'd rather have it be fist fights and dirt bikes than fucking booze and crazy
Drugs.
shit.
Yeah.
Only fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Like,
Good one. Good one.
yeah, so it's like, shoot, I'm trying to get that girl in as much like, let's build her up shit as possible so she's not one of these little hoes out here. You
Kids
know
need
what
to
I
be
mean? Like,
distracted. Yeah, kids need to
yeah,
be
you guys,
distracted, dude. Because
yep.
especially with social media being easily accessible, kids can get
Oh,
so
yeah.
easily distracted and swayed and
Yeah.
just So that's
Like
good.
I'm not the strictest by any means. We're going to get her a freaking cell phone right after this because she wants to
Nice.
be able to call dad more and take pictures and do all that. But at the
Yeah.
same time, yeah, dude, you gotta build them up.
What's life outside of fighting? For example, what's like a Sunday look like with you and the family, or you and the kiddo?
Oh, we have a German Shepherd, like 1 year old puppy. So shoot, we're getting at least like 2 miles of walks in with her a day. If it's usually like, shoot, it's a normal Sunday is like we're gonna go by 316. Dad's gonna get his 30 minutes of bag work, his 10 minutes of jump rope in at minimum, and then we'll go. If she says she wants to go to church, we're gonna go to church. If like this weekend, we're what 5 weeks out on Monday, so me and my buddy's daughter have grown up in like their car seats and formula in the gym, so she knows it's like time to go. So this weekend we do all the fun stuff. We're gonna live it up. She goes back to mom on Monday, and dad's back at it. And ideally, it's summertime now, so we won't be in Wichita when I have her on the weekends. We try and just get out of town. I'm
Nice.
yeah. I asked her yesterday. I was like, "You want to get a TV or you want to go to the arcade?" And she's like, "I'd rather go to the arcade."
Yeah.
And so, like, we haven't had a TV in like 3 fucking years. And we just, yeah, when
Good.
I have her, she calls the shots to an extent. We just try and have fun while we can. When it's school
You got
time,
her.
she's
Yeah.
been awesome. So her grades are good. So we have our fun when we can.
I strayed a little bit. I like to wing it with my questions, but
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
the conversation tends to go where my notes aren't, or
I
where they're
love it.
not at.
Let's go.
um, so let's go back to your youth, dude.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it seems like you had a pretty great time as a kiddo.
Yeah.
Can you tell me? All right, this is a two-part question. Could you remember, or could you share with us a memory in your youth where you said to yourself, and maybe because I've done this and I know people have done this,
Yeah.
maybe you're partying, you go into the restroom real quick and you're looking yourself in the mirror and you're saying, damn, I'm having the time of my life, as a youth and as an adult.
As a youth, oh, shit.
Come on, man, the best story you got, brother, where you're like, yes, this is prime my youth right now.
Oh, it was definitely Goddard High School wrestling. I think we just won 3 state titles in a row. Was like top, I think 10 in the nation. Or it was, I my teammates were like Tyler Caldwell, who's a badass. We had four-time state champs. Just around that whole thing, doing that three-peat was freaking awesome. There's with that crew and getting, yeah, that whole experience. I think growing up probably was top of youth.
Nice.
Yeah.
And as an adult?
Oh, as an adult, my daughter being born was, yeah, best thing ever.
Nice.
Outside of that, as of now, fuck. probably Tokyo. Tokyo is that wake up call, like, fuck.
What's
Like
this
you,
wake up call? Talk to me about that.
I was just like, I took the fight. Oh, sorry. But I took the fight on, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks notice. If anyone did their research, Tatsuki was their number one dude in Japan for however fucking long. And he's what, fucking 6 foot tall. I went to go corner Richie's bitch ass down in Albuquerque when he fought Austin Lewis. And yeah, they came up to me and was like, hey, we're trying to get this match. It's super short notice. He's a big whatever. And I was like, well, who the fuck is he? He's like, well, he's this dude. And it was supposed to be at Knucklemania. Uh, and then I don't know what came to what. Next thing you know, I'm going to Dallas, getting my passport, coming back, and yeah, then I get there and it's like it's crazy. It's just the welcoming and just the whole atmosphere, the culture, how they view the sport because it's more of an art to them.
Mhm.
It's all just, and then going through Ryzen, which is like
Yeah,
that's fucking new pride, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, like that is new pride, and getting to be the first American to fight bare knuckle in Tokyo, like on a Japanese New Year weekend, like just I don't know, like yeah, I got to my hotel and looked in the mirror, and was like, dude, you gotta be ready for this short notice shit. Like, fuck, dude, they caught you fucking sleeping, which I was ready to go. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was my wake up call. Like, dude, this is a fucking. It's not a get ready when you get a call. It's a you better stay fucking ready because if you're ready, this could be totally different. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I honestly, I felt under under prepared for that one, but it was a fuck. You made it. Like, there's fireworks and a
yeah.
parade ceremony before the face offs. Before, like, it's just
It's a show.
it's yeah, it's a whole show, a whole
Yeah.
thing. And yeah, that was definitely the adult one outside of my daughter being born.
Okay, good shit, good shit. Um, let's tap into the a little more of your military experiences, dude. So while you were in the army,
Yep.
so while in the army, were you deployed in your time? Did you get to go work in
Yeah, a
different
little bit.
countries?
A little bit.
Okay. Can you share with us some cool or exciting or even crazy or scary experiences that you might have had out on the field?
I mean,
And any,
on
it
the
could be anything, brother.
you gotta go to shoot from being in Germany at 18 and like I was legally partying my ass off and then every weekend legally, you know what I mean? Driving nice rental cars way too fast sober. Um,
Yeah, okay.
but you know what I mean? There's just Prague was like 45 minutes down. We were jumping out of airplanes, I mean, all the fucking time. We got to jump into the Swiss Alps for training shenanigans. Just the the travel alone, and then we go to Afghanistan like at what? Right after I turned 19 ish, something like that, and spend what, like 9 months there with, I mean, those are some of the best friends I've ever made in my fucking life. Still talk to those dudes.
I actually
Uh,
want to ask you about that too, real quick.
yeah.
Talk to us about your bonds with that you made with friends, bro. I mean, I imagine being close to people for a long time, short. I'm assuming you made a lot of good friends. You had
Oh,
brothers. Talk to
fuck
us about
that.
some experience with them, bro.
Oh, it was just, especially in Germany, it was probably even different just because we're all getting there at young to
Yeah.
old to fucking, oh shit, this dude grew up in SoCal. I'm coming from Kansas. This dude's from Brooklyn. We got a dude from like Russia. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I I think I love being in the Midwest and having a daughter, like because growing up from Florida and coming here, like it's fast paced down there. Like I was doing shit in Florida when I moved to Wichita in seventh grade. Yeah, seventh grade. Like those kids didn't start doing some of that shit for another 3 years. Um, But yeah, it's a freaking melting pot. Like I was beyond grateful for getting to live in Florida growing up because of all the diversity. I wish the Midwest was a little bit more, but yeah, that was awesome because then it took that whole, like, now you got the language barriers and now you're out in the economy, and now it's like it's just it made you a lot more fucking grateful for everything you got back home. I'm not saying
Back
I
home.
loved Europe, but I also didn't realize how much I like how nice it was to go to the phone store and just be like, "Hey, this is what's going on. I need to pay my bill," and not have, and you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
uh, so you figure out a lot of stuff with a lot of strangers, and you get real close real fast, and then throw in the fact that you're literally training to go to fucking war with these
Yeah.
dudes. So
You
yeah,
got to
you
count on
guys.
these guys. Yeah,
Oh yeah, like it's not a fuck couple hour drive to go see your parents on the holidays stationed over there. It's like a whole nother deployment.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so we got super close. Like, shit, we've had those guys came out to Wichita from a few different spots to watch my debut, and oh yeah, we catch up with all of them as much as we can. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, dude. And then going over to fifth group at Campbell was, I think I was like 25 with a bunch of like that's an older group of dudes in that atmosphere, and so it's like, oh fuck, Justin better grow the fuck up and be on his shit
Yeah,
because I wasn't like long tabbed. I didn't have a green beret. I was airborne attached, and but like yeah, you fuck up, don't keep up, and you're not gonna get on any trips. You're gonna go be a fucking, it's very much like prove your shit here.
yeah,
Uh, and so yeah, that kind of helped me grow up a bit, and yeah, those dudes will really make you realize what you're really capable of, you know?
yeah.
Uh, yeah. So
It,
all that shit, yeah, some of the best people I've ever fucking met.
I mean, when you're putting your training or putting your life on the line for something with a bunch of other men and women, yeah, yeah, you gotta. There's no joking around. Your platoon, your group, or I'm ignorant
Oh
to the
yeah.
military terms,
Yeah.
but you guys got to count on each other.
Yeah.
I've listened to a lot of David Goggins's stories. With his being in what do you
Mhm.
call it, where you train to be a SEAL or whatever, and
Yeah.
he makes it seem like, I mean, I'm sure it's true. You can agree. It's a tough thing to be in the military because you gotta push yourself. You gotta really dig
Oh
deep.
yeah.
You know?
You better dig deep and like, suck it up and yeah, fucking
Yeah,
dig. Uh,
that's right.
oh yeah.
Uh,
So we'll see if
so
Rambo can dig.
yeah, hell yeah, right. Come on, man. Let's go. Hopefully, I mean, he will. I think it's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a
Oh,
great fight.
I think it'll be good. We'll see how this weight cut does him.
Yeah, with him. Yeah, let's see how it works out. All right, cool. We touched on a lot of good things. I'm gonna change the tune a little bit.
Mhm.
Just get a little goofy. Just kind of shoot the shit.
Yeah.
And one of your interviews, I've asked this question, and I don't like to oversaturate the question, but I do want to get people's input on why and how. So in one of your interviews, you got asked. I just recently started
Uh,
asking this stupid question as well. The gorilla versus 100 men. Uh, Now, before you say anything, a gorilla has extremely limited stamina. Now, this is a two-part question. Who would you bring? You can only bring three people with you, and then there's the rest of the 97 men that are gonna get down with this gorilla. Who would you bring with you? And do you believe that with your team you can obliterate this gorilla? And now let me go extreme. It's not a regular gorilla, silverback gorilla. Like, let's just say it's a mutated gorilla with a slightly bigger stamina. Who would you bring and why?
Slightly bigger stamina. I thought it had low stamina. Um,
It does, but I'm giving you a
okay.
mutated gorilla. A mutated gorilla.
Well, shit. I'm definitely bringing fuck all the dudes I was with at Campbell. Or
Hell
yeah. So we're gonna bring some of those dudes, and yeah, those are some brilliant minds. We'll see what they think.
Yeah, because I've had a who did I think of? I had a I asked this question in an interview, and they said, "Well, I have a good take on this one." He said, "Well, for sure, a solid like 25% of 25 people are gonna get smoked right away. There's gonna be people
Yeah,
getting sacrificed. So,
a hundred
uh,
percent.
yeah, and then after that, you just take over and
I agree.
dominate them. But okay,
I
okay,
don't.
um, okay. So you're hanging out with your buddies. It's just a guys' night out. You're DJ.
Okay.
You're hooked up to the Spotify and you're playing
Uh,
all your liked songs because you got a bunch of good songs on there. You're
let's
talking to your
go.
friends and then a song pops up that's not something that you would be like, hey guys, let's freaking listen to this. Something that maybe you listen to privately. What song is playing that's gonna make you rush over there and change the song?
I'm not changing shit. I was,
Okay.
I mean, I was in fucking, yeah, we were with a bunch of army dudes for like 8.5 years. Like, fuck, oh, Kesha's gonna be on there, Britney's
Okay.
gonna be on there,
Okay.
all the rap's gonna be on there. You're gonna hear literally fucking everything. You hit that play button, heads up.
Yeah, because like songs, liked playlists have it's you hear a song that you've heard back in the days, you'll hit like and
Yeah.
it'll add it. So it's just all over the place. It's not just a mainstream, just all
Oh
rap.
yeah.
So all
And then
right,
I don't
okay,
even mix in my daughter's stuff, so now you're gonna hear some Paw Patrol in there too, and we're gonna fucking jam because I know it.
hell
Like,
yeah, hell yeah. What do you train with when you're you have headphones on or just whatever's playing in the gym or how does that work out?
if we're in the gym, sometimes it's quiet. If we're in the gym, sometimes there's headphones on for shadow box, and it just you change it up. You know what I mean? I like from the coaching side of it, I don't like to get used to all that extra. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, yeah, it's I go on a run with nothing and we're just going. My phone's in the kitchen, you know.
Just
Other
leaving the road in
times,
your mind.
yeah, exactly. And other times it's I want to jam out and fucking use that music as a little pick me up and go. And sometimes it's that. You know what I mean? I started bringing my dog, so I think she shit. I didn't have music on with her just because I also had to pay attention to her. But yeah, she fucking pushed it for 3 miles.
Good.
Yeah, I try and mix it up. I listened to a Rogan podcast with old Thug Rose,
Oh yeah,
and I'm pretty sure she was talking about like all cardio doesn't have to be like cardio. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, I'll get all my runs in and stuff, but I have the little one, so we're gonna go run around Riverfest and maybe go to the trampoline park, and you know what I mean. We try and work out as much as possible, but uh, yeah, just mixing it up, man. Can't get too boring. I don't want to get used to anything either.
yeah. Do you have a go-to song that you're like,
Oh,
I'm feeling, I'm about to go, I don't know, lift some weights. Let me play this song. Is there a go-to?
not shit.
It's whatever's just is on next on the playlist.
Really, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, sometimes it's some easy, sometimes it's some Missy Elliott. Who knows? Like
okay.
we'll see what comes on.
Um, so okay, it's no secret that you are on the smaller side of men. So does somebody's size, their muscles, their physique, does that have any play into how you're going to take the fight? Once you're in the ring, do you get any nervousness when maybe you're facing somebody and you're like, okay, this guy's, I mean, I'm not trying to,
No, yeah, no, I totally got you. At the end of the day, yeah, I'm what 5'3", 5'4", depending on who you ask. And Satsuki was what 6 foot tall,
yeah,
and then my pro debut was Chansey. At the end of the day, like, yeah, if you're tall and fucking skinny, I'm gonna try and bust that body up on the
that's right.
inside. You know, I mean, I'm literally everyone's damn near taller than me at this point. So it's like
Yeah,
I'm coming to the inside. I know that, yeah, I'm fucking probably got a lot more power than a lot of these 25ers.
yeah,
I come from a wrestling background. So it's like, Yeah, you ain't gonna see me sticking on the outside trying to box anybody.
That's
Like
right.
we're there to get fucking physical.
That's right. That's right. Good. I love that fucking attitude, dude. Okay. You're running with your dog. You're like a mile in, and you hear screeching coming down the road, and you don't have headphones on, so you look and you see you see the DeLorean pop up, and then right away Doc Brown comes out. And he's like, "Where do you want to go? I'll take you anywhere you want to go, but you have to beat somebody up because then we won't be able to get back." And it has to be a historical figure or just somebody in the past that maybe. Who would you fight?
Oh,
Who would you fight?
who would I fight?
Where would
Ah,
you go and who would you fight? Yeah.
I would fight Joe Biden,
Okay, go for it. Love it. Go ahead.
and I would want to go to Bora Bora with my daughter.
Okay, what's in Bora Bora? What's special about Bora Bora, Justin?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a '90s kid, so who didn't grow up watching Triple X?
That's right.
And
That's right.
it's just I gotta make it there once.
Okay,
So I'll
have you?
beat up Joe Biden to go to Bora Bora.
Yeah, that'll give you a lot of sponsors probably, and then they'll
It
pay for your trip.
it fucking better.
Justin, your last name is Martinez, bro. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's a Hispanic last name, bro. So maybe talk to us a little bit about your lineage, your family tree, I guess. Where does that last name come from?
So my mom's a short white girl from middle of nowhere, Illinois, and then my dad's Puerto Rican, like probably a little darker than you, from Hartford, Connecticut,
Okay.
and they met in the army. So yeah, shoot, there's the melting pot right there,
Right.
So yeah, her family's in Illinois, and then his family's Florida, Brooklyn, Connecticut, all on the East Coast. Yeah, so I mean, fortunately, I gotta grow up for deer season and shit in the Midwest, and then I'd go to Boston University for wrestling for what, like soft 2, 3 years in high school. I'd go hang out in the East Coast, and summer times would be in Florida. So I got fortunately, I got to see a lot. I got to be exposed to a lot, and I got to see at the end of the day, yeah, just a whole lot of diversity.
Are you familiar or is your dad first generation American or he's
Yeah, him and his brothers were born in Connecticut.
okay, okay, okay. Are you guys close to your Boricua heritage? Your
They
Puerto
are a
Rican
lot.
heritage?
They are a lot more than me. Like when I get to go down to Florida and go to the festivals, and then my godfather plays. So if I get to go see him play or any of that, yeah. But Wichita, Kansas, the fucking Boricua scene is not exactly there.
Yeah.
I think I might know one or two.
How's your Spanish, dude?
Trash. I'm living in Kansas.
Yeah.
I literally shout out
Uh,
to my friend Michelle at Me Familia Beef Jerky. Yeah, her and I freaking starting to hit mitts, and then she's starting to teach me a bit. And then I asked Afton, my daughter, what she wanted to learn this summer that wasn't a sport, and she said Spanish. So
good.
it is, yeah. So it's a work in progress, but yeah, we used to be able to understand it pretty good living down there, and then you move
Yeah.
to Goddard, Kansas, and it's like, well, it's English and English.
Yeah. No, I get it, dude. I'm first generation American. Parents are Mexican.
Yeah.
My first language was Spanish, and I had to take what the hell was that class? Bilingual class or whatever. It was
Yeah,
English.
Spanish, like English as a second language
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I noticed that most of my jobs, I worked with a lot of Latinos
Uh-huh.
and Hispanics. So it's interesting because a lot of people they hear me speak Spanish and they're like, "Oh shit, I had no idea that you're pretty decent. I'm not the best. I still struggle.
Yeah.
Even in my interviews where I translated. Shout out to Crazy Kev. He does great interviews with UFC fighters. I translated twice with two UFC fighters. I know I did better. I'm gonna put on my Justin hat right now, and I
I
know for
mean,
a fucking fact
damn
that I
right.
do fucking phenomenal with my translation, especially because I see on
Hell yeah.
UFC how they translate. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I know I'm good. But being around people really, maybe like I said, I grew up with I worked with a lot of Latinos, so it was constantly Spanish. Worked on my Spanish. But it's good. Yeah, push that with your kiddos. Martial arts,
Oh yeah.
get that Spanish going.
Self-defense,
Don't lose.
Southern. Yeah. I'm
Don't
trying.
lose that Hispanic Latino
Oh,
heritage, brother. Don't do it.
yeah. No, I'm very proud of it. Very proud of it.
Good
You know.
man.
Uh.
Good man.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's start. Let's wind this down, brother. If you okay, damn. I watch so many interviews because I like to brush up and get some experience by mimicking other people, but I don't like asking the same questions. So I'm gonna twist it up a little bit. What kind of advice would you give yourself that maybe your daughter can take in as well if she were to watch this interview one day? Advice for your younger self that your daughter can hear one day.
Don't fuck around so much.
For reals.
You know, like realistically, uh, yeah, don't fuck around so much. Like I said, I used to love to party my ass off.
Hell yeah,
You
man.
know, I mean, fuck, I can't complain where everything ended me up, but yeah, that'd probably, especially nowadays, man, you got shoot young 20-year-olds making all kinds of money on crypto and everything outside of, you know what I mean?
That
So like,
traditional, yeah.
yeah, so it's yeah, for her shit, like my dad told me, like figure out what you love to do, figure out how to make money doing it, and it's really that fucking simple.
Good, good, good. Is there anything? Hopefully, you get to share these videos with your family members, your friends, maybe some old
Well, they
wrestling.
better be watching them.
Good, good, good.
You know?
Is there anything you want to say to any of your old military buddies, maybe people you work with, train with, just any message you want to give out to people, even about your fighting, bro? You're fighting soon. You're fighting soon.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to
Um,
say to people out there, man?
I mean, shoot, from the teammates at 316 Martial Arts, David Rickles, Cody Bittler, the family, and shoot, literally everyone. I got like, it's pretty cool walking around Wichita going in a quick trip with Afton, and people are like, oh, that last knockout.
Yeah,
Oh, like, go, like, you know what I mean?
no,
Uh, yeah, just I fucking appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. Like you're talking to a fucking what 31-year-old dad from Kansas. Like this is all awesome, and I just yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a fuck ton from everyone, whether it's like a small business sponsorship to like teammates and coaches putting time in like none other. Like yeah, I can't thank everyone enough for that.
all right, last question, brother. I I know we touched on it, but I do want to push because I do want to see. It'd be a good fight maybe later on, just to, like I said earlier, just to put another notch on your belt. Like I said, I'm friends with people I make interviews with, do interviews with.
Love it.
I'm not, I won't be biased. Even I'm a hardcore UFC fan. It's 50% of the time I'm a fan of both fighters, so
Oh
I
yeah.
won't really bash one or the other, but I will let you guys express yourself. I would like to see you run it back with Henson. I really would. Didn't happen.
Oh, with Hanson.
Yeah, yeah, with
I
Mike.
mean, I mean, at the
Just
end of the day, like, yeah, if they want to get somewhere close to the Midwest and bring them out, but California with Garcia was fucking awesome. Oh my God, where their BKFC had a stay was awesome. Everything was fucking awesome. But no one wants to pay California taxes.
no
You know what
fuck.
I mean?
Yeah,
So, like, Cali was cool. Rather not do it again. Let's fucking get down somewhere else. But
I get that.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's the fight game. And yeah, Shook wants to send me a Hanson contract. Okay, I signed it once.
I'll do it again.
You know, it's that
What
fucking
would you
simple.
What would you tell him right now, bro? Because I'm gonna cut this out, and
What would I tell him? Oh,
this is the first shout out that I'm gonna push
um,
out there. So, what would you say to him? Because when I spoke to him,
honestly, it's
like
he's not
push it.
even on my mind right now.
Okay.
Like he's not on my mind right now. At the end of the day, I fight fucking Rambo in 5 weeks.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is like outside of when I have my little one, it's fucking blinders on, we're going.
I
Like
like that. I like.
fucking pictures on the fucking wall. Like, yeah. I don't give a fuck about anyone else at flyweight right now. It's me and Rambo in 5 fucking weeks.
Speaking about pictures on the wall. Okay, how the fuck, Justin, have you not seen a Rocky movie, bro? What the hell?
I like I said, dude, I literally asked. Like I was also, you could ask my parents. I was a kid. I'd have an Xbox and I'd go and fucking sell it and use the money for fucking to throw a kegger.
Oh
Like,
my god,
like
dude.
I don't like, dude. I cannot sit. I'm not gonna sit and watch TV. I ask
Okay.
Afton every other week. Hey, baby, you want to get a TV or you want to go ride
Yeah.
go karts?
You don't have a TV. That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
you want to go. You want to go get a new camping stuff and go camping this weekend, or you want to go get a TV? Oh, I want to go camping. Sweet.
That's
You
funny.
know, oh yeah. I mean, then when we go to people and she's playing with friends and everything else, like it's more of a, it's a okay, like have fun. I don't completely shut her out from TV. It's
Yeah.
just she don't care about it at the house right now, so neither do I.
Hell yeah. Hell
You
yeah.
know.
It's funny, real quick, when you said that, yeah, I'll sell my Xbox and go buy a kegger. Oh my god, dude! If we were fucking in high school together, we'd probably be running
Yeah.
amok, bro. Cause I done that, bro. Shout out to my cousin for being patient with me. I actually sold. I was vile when I was young, and I can say that because I'm not the same person. Like I've
Oh
grown a
yeah.
lot. We all
Oh
grow the
yeah.
fuck up. I remember one
Yeah.
time
Exactly.
my cousin he let me borrow his PlayStation, and then I wanted to go see a Morrissey concert, so I ended up selling his fucking PlayStation to go fucking party. I can't believe I said that shit.
That's fucked up.
So I'll
That's
do some dumb
fucking
shit like that, dude. Like, yeah,
yeah.
I
But it's
love
just
partying. I love
like
partying.
yeah. It's also probably why I'm just like I also don't drink anymore. Like I might have a whiskey and something like once every 6 months for like one or two. But oh yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
I used to get a little too stupid. So if you're out there getting stupid, take life a little bit more seriously and I don't know, try to retire by 30.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's actually a good little advice for a lot of the youngsters nowadays. Times are changing. It's not like the old days where
Hmm.
a lot of where people were, not a lot of people gonna make it like they did in the '80s or the '70s. You know,
Hmm.
it's getting harder. So I think,
Yep,
yeah,
and it's
definitely
gonna
try to.
get harder.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Retire by your
Like,
30s. Grind it out wherever you can.
yep. I mean, I just want to get this one out there because we're on the topic. Like, if message me, whatever, if anyone has any questions about military getting in, any of that, like, I can't tell everyone up that was the best decision I've ever fucking made. So, yeah, I can't push that one for everyone. Like, oh shit, what do I do? Like, go find what you want to do and do it in the fucking military.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, it's a good boost too. You know, I'm pretty
Oh
sure
yeah.
you can stack up money while you're in there. You know,
Oh yeah. If you're
pay for it.
responsible,
Yeah, no food.
I wasn't when I was in. I mean, but yeah, fuck.
Good
Yeah.
times, dude. It's good. It's good. I
Oh
couldn't. I
yeah.
was gonna join the Navy. I was in Yuma, Arizona. I was. They call that the butthole of the United States. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. Is 18, 19 years old. But I was even too dumb to join the military. I took the test and I failed like twice. I was like, I can't
Oh,
even do this shit, man. What the fuck? What's gonna happen to
oh,
me? Oh my god. Okay. All right. You know what? It's funny because like,
still out
damn.
here doing it. You're
Yeah.
still
Well,
out here, you
doing
know.
something. Doing something.
Exactly.
Yeah. You gotta stay
Exactly.
busy. You gotta stay in
Yep.
motion.
Oh yeah.
All right. Real quick, dude. I know I keep saying this, but it's like, oh man, it's having such a good time. Last question, I promise, and then you can give your shout outs, bro.
You're good.
I want to know real quick, bro. After your fights, man, what do you do to celebrate? You just mentioned you don't really drink, and then you used to smoke
Fucking
weed, I believe.
yeah. I mean, if it's recreational where I'm at and I can legally do it, and I don't have Afton, and I don't got to worry. Like, if an old buddy told me, he's like, dude, you're the one person I know that literally before you do everything, you're like, fuck, how's this gonna affect,
Right.
like, because I've also been to court with my daughter's mom time and time and time and time again. Like, last thing I'm trying to do is anything that's gonna get me hemmed up for shit.
That's right.
Um, yeah. So I mean, lately, like even that last fight in Albuquerque, like shoot, I get her every other week. So we fight on a Saturday. It's like I'm getting on the fucking road. Like I'm ready to go get her. Like I don't care about the party, you know. I'm ready to
Okay.
go celebrate with her. Let's go to All Star, you know.
Hell yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. I like that. I like that. I like that, man. It's cool when all these fighters, man, they're fucking tough. They're mean, in on the canvas in the squared circle, and then like I said, just switch it off, and it's family time.
Oh
It's
yeah.
that's real cool, man.
Yeah.
Um, well, man, Justin, thank you so much, bro.
I
We're already
appreciate it.
at an hour, man. I appreciate the
Okay.
time.
Thank you.
Anybody out there, you guys watching this interview, I'll probably drop it in a couple of days. Justin's got a fight coming up real soon. Was it July 12th?
Yep.
Matt
Yep. Yep.
Russo, Rambo. You guys got to tune in. This guy's a force, and don't count him out. Just because he's short, but he's got the fire, bro.
We
His
rocking them.
energy, guys, is hot. Is bigger than what he looks like. So
We
you
knocking
can
people
expect.
out.
Yes, right. You
I
can
mean,
expect a
what
fucking
other
war.
flyweights are just dropping dudes?
And you know what? The flyweights, dude, it's one of my favorite divisions, specifically in boxing and MMA, because they're fast. They take hits. Like it's
Uh,
an exciting fucking.
it's a firefight.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
So thanks, dude. Everybody.
Thank you.
Uh, my man, Justin
I
Martinez.
appreciate you.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Mr. Saturn, Justin, we're out.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you so
Oh,
much,
I
dude.
appreciate it,
I
dude.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck on your next fight, and
Thank
we'll keep
you.
in touch, man. I'll push
Oh
whatever you
yeah.
guys got going on,
Thank
and yeah,
you.
buddy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. I was gonna say if you want, I was training with Chansey. What yesterday? I'm about to go get sprints and shit in with him. But yeah, I hit him up. He's about to box on this fucking what is it? Like Wilder card in Wichita.
Yeah,
They're looking for anyone else to talk to. I know he's been trying to
yeah.
get a little bit more promo shit going on.
I'm a
But
fan, dude. I'm a fan of
okay.
Chance. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him
Oh
up.
yeah, he's a
So if
dog.
you're there, if when you see him, just be like, "Hey, Mr. Saturn," he's gonna reach out because he's next on my list. I have a few,
Right.
but it's
Yeah,
tough
I'll hit
trying to
him
get
up.
you guys to do interviews because you guys are so freaking busy.
Oh, dude, fucking you ever hear of, I don't care what podcast it is. You hear of anyone, hit me up. I make the
For
time. I
sure,
appreciate y'all.
for sure.
But
I have somebody in mind, brother. So we got this
okay.
unlocked.
You have a
All
good
right.
one, dude.
You too. Good luck. Have a good day.
Bye bye.